Hi there, thanks for watching or clicking on this. Zaidi Boy here, aka a Rational Muslim, my original YouTube channel, which the evil, the, in technology, in the software industry, Microsoft is called the evil empire. This is the case and has been for the last 20, 30 years. Google, of course, is known by their slogan. Larry Page one time put this on a memo, don't be evil. So it's not their official corporate slogan, or never was apparently, but let's just say that if you go to Twitter and you look up the handle Google is evil, there's like 10 different people with the handle Google is evil. Anyway, I'm rambling. Zaidiboy, just Google me and you can find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and my original YouTube channel, which I'm locked out of. So I do not see those comments. I do not get any money out of that thing. Guys, get online, sell something, say something, do something. You want the Bible? I got the Bible here. Okay, some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful viewer. Finally, I don't know if it was her inhibitions. I can't understand, sister, why you would like wait to ask me. The reason I'm saying these things is because in this video that you asked for Bible talk, this man curses like a goddamn sailor. Drunk or not drunk, I don't drink at all. I smoke weed from time to time when it gets too much, okay? When it gets too fucking much. And I'm bipolar, diagnosed bipolar. I've gone to jail. I've lived on the street, okay? I've been in kinds of fights and situations that I don't wish upon people. I hope children can avoid this kind of thing. I went to jail and read the Bible in jail, this kind of thing, the whole New Testament. And enough of the Old Testament to say that children should not even read or go anywhere near this thing. I mean, of course, there's amazing stuff in the Old Testament. Proverbs, great. But what about the Song of Solomon? Okay, this thing is soft porn, okay? Don't tell me that the church is this deer or this lady and her breast is metaphorically something else. Sex, check. Rape, check. Killing babies, check. Killing everything in sight. This is the Old Testament. Richard Dawkins, this world-renowned atheist, I'm sorry, he's right. Okay, Daniel Dennett followed me on Twitter for some time. My friend, @atheist minus, Dennis Mikhailov. Dennis, how are you? I know you're not going to watch this. I owe you a blog post, okay? I owe you a goddamn blog post, guy. He's like, why is Daniel Dennett following you on Twitter? This kind of thing. Do you know he's following you? This kind of thing. He's got 32 goddamn followers and you're one of them. So I asked Daniel Dennett. Of course, he unfollowed me later on, but his answer was, I don't know why I followed you. I sent him a link to my book, The No God Delusion. I've written a book rebutting Richard Dawkins' seminal bestseller. All right? This is a sacred book, okay? First things first. You want me to talk about the Bible? I'm a Muslim. You don't put this on the floor. You don't put any book on the floor. You don't put food on the floor. You don't put money on the floor. It's not going to stay there very long. This kind of thing. Things you respect, you don't put on the floor, right? This is my doghouse, okay? When my wife is pissed off with me, guys, then this is where I am, okay? So right now she's out of town and I'm locked out of the apartment. Does this make any goddamn sense to anyone? So this is what I'm doing right now. So my new landlord is very cool. His name's Mohammed. He doesn't mind these things. He's a subscriber. Hello, sir. He wants to rent this thing out. He's like, the other tenants are having issues. And of course, this is the thing. And I have no shoes, okay? So guys, A, read John, the Gospel of John, okay? B, read John, the Gospel of John. C, I'm going to read some of this thing. I'm going to preface it by saying Jesus is a gangster, gangster, gangster. He's going to come here. He's going to say things like this. I'm going to gangster speak this thing. You're going to understand this thing if you read John. Literally, he's going to say, I'm talking to you right now. You're not going to understand, and you cannot understand, and you do not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. They're going into your ears. They're going to your brain. They're shaking your brain. Your brain can't understand. This is because your brain is full of shit / demons. The shit is coming out of your face, your mouth, your words, every fucking thing. The way you look, walk, talk. I don't even want to bring my guys around you. I'm out of here. Like, these guys talk to this guy, this kind of thing. You'll be like, no, he's not. He's going to whip some fucking guy. He's going to whip some guy. Okay, so my beautiful sister viewer who, watched me outside of a TD bank. You think that was something, sis? I went downtown. Like, this TD thing is on my brain. I went downtown today. I recorded. There was a cop standing right across the way. There's construction going on there. And he was just looking at me on point the whole time. Okay, trained security guard. Into Tom Clancy. Into Jack Reacher. Lee Childs. Okay, this kind of guy. Guys, I want to read John. I do not want to blaspheme. I don't want to speak some wrong words here. Do you understand this thing? I'm going to say this thing. I'm a Muslim. My wife, Christiana, check. Bogotana, check. Bucaramangana is where she's from. She's from Bucaramanga. No como aquí. Christiana, when I say Christiana, this is real. This is not uno vez en semana. You go to the church and then you're hanging off a cross. One time in a year you go to Easter Mass. Yo, you guys went on a pilgrimage to Saskatchewan to see Pope Francis. I like this guy a lot, by the way. Joe, if you're watching this, Morganti, I'm sorry about this in Catholicism. I have to do this, brother. Okay, I have to. 1,400 years, 2,000 years of rape, torture, genocide, this kind of thing, and now pedophilia for the last several decades. This goddamn thing has gone too far. God is dead and we have killed him. We will never be able to wash the blood off our hands. Jordan Peterson, I refer you to this guy at the University of Toronto on YouTube. He gets 2 or 3 million hits on some of his videos. Okay, everything I know about Friedrich Nietzsche, I ascribe to this guy. I had a copy of Beyond Good and Evil for 25 goddamn years. The actual book, I could not understand this thing. I listened to the audiobook of, there is no audiobook of Thus Spoke Zarathustra. I got the goddamn PDF, changed it to Word with an online website, this kind of thing, PDF to Word. Guys, yeah, I got a goddamn thing called AI Reader. It went through this thing, and I read a lot of books like this. Like Thus Spoke Zarathustra. The world may never be able to understand this book. Friedrich Nietzsche, according to JP, Jordan Peterson. I don't know this guy. He doesn't know me. I emailed him once. It didn't bounce back. That's all I can say. He's kicked off of Twitter right now. And somehow his handle is still there. Jordan B. Peterson, @. This kind of thing. So they banned him from the platform. But they're going to milk like the controversy. What controversy? Like, guys, I'm walking down the street. And I know I'm digressing. I don't want to talk about this book. This book, I'm a Muslim. My wife is a Christian. I say to you, read one page of this thing, this book, this thing over here on my cup of coffee, keeping my coffee warm. I don't know what to tell you about this thing. Guys, I was in jail. I met a guy called Blake Henstridge. He's a Nufi. Natasha Henstridge from Species is his third cousin. He got me into this thing. Like, once I realized he's a bibliophile, the guy gets high on, literally mental highs on different versions of Bible translations. Okay, new translation, this, and his favorite one, just so you know, is like, goddamn, like redeemed, I think. Redemption, like there's something like this. You've got King James. I like King James. Because King James was pen and sword. King James was like, write me a goddamn Bible, guys. And in the meantime, I'm going to go smash some people all the way to Jerusalem and back. This kind of thing. This is a man I would entrust myself to. King James. Like, from what I understand, like, I asked Blake, is he a good guy? He's like, maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. I don't know. But, again, King James by himself, I don't know who this guy was, apart from these things and where I got this from, Blake, or reading Bible prefaces, or just trying to understand this thing. You go to jail, you got two choices. You either read the Bible or you don't. You may or may not get a Quran, you may or may not get some magazine, you will get a Bible if you ask for it. There's a chaplain in most jails. Toronto South Detention Center, 80 Horner Avenue, Mimico/Etobicoke. There's a chaplain there. She's like amazing. She was in a monastery kind of thing. And Blake, by the way, you want to know how you preach? How you spread your religion? The first question he asked me after I bring up religion is, he says to me, how good are you representing your faith? That's it. I was done. My brain is gone. We're doing like circuits, like round all the tables, like the yard is not open or whatever is going on, right? They've got internal yards and whatever, right? It doesn't matter. It was cold. It was hot in my brain. We're walking around, the CEOs are looking at us, and we're like best buddies. And I'm asking him questions, and we're doing these circuits like it's the Kaaba in Mecca. This is how seriously I take this thing. This guy makes me embarrassed to call myself a Muslim or religious or wanting to be close to God or anything like this. Like mi esposa, Colombiana hermosa, yo no sabe la palabra de Dios is all she says. She's going to sit there every goddamn day, 2 hours in the morning. She gets up at 5. I've been programming her for over 15 years. Trying to. It's not worked, by the way. She's actually been programming me the whole time, it turns out. Guys, 2 pens, 1 biro and 1 fluorescent. 2 versions of the Bible, both Spanish. She writes notes to God. She writes in the Bible, on the Bible. She reads the whole thing. I'm sorry, New and Old Testament. When I say thing, you're going to be like, okay, yo, this guy. I'm just saying like this. In Islam, we don't call the scripture a book. We call it light. It's a book, but it's light. It's like the light of God kind of thing. This is like, when you read these words, like do you need a Muslim to tell you these things? Guys, I'm sorry. I hate to say these things. And this following sentence more or less is against my religion. If you read a page of the Bible, this book, nobody, like 99% of Christians or 90%, they have not read this thing entirely. They do not read it regularly. Your pastor will read this thing to you, and people hear the Bible. I understand this by reading Bible prefaces. After talking to, Mr. King James Blake, this guy is like, he did it. Like there were 80 Gospels, okay? Joseph Morganti, Giuseppe, the Agrigento. Are you joking? My blood curdles just thinking about this thing, guy. What mafia? There's no mafia, right, guy? Yo, Agrigento, you'll see miracles. This is what my wife says. And if a guy can't swallow that line, then you say, you'll see strange and interesting things. You'll see the world in a new way. If he cannot handle this thing, then you say to him, read a page of the Bible every day. You're going to see, like, you're going to think new thoughts. You got to get people reading this thing. That's it. Old Testament, I don't know. New Testament, for sure. I'm not going to read it. I'm sorry. I don't want to drop an F-bomb and this kind of thing. I was talking about TD, sister. Imagine, I'm a trained security guard, okay? 7 years in that thing, and I take it seriously. I read the book. There's charter notes in there, the charter, Canadian charter, this kind of thing, points of law, this kind of stuff that police officers don't even know about, okay? So then you got to school these guys. What are you going to do? Like most people in Toronto don't know what a 1064 is. I was threatened with one today, and I'm like, please hand it over. I asked for this thing. I'll be sitting somewhere doing my thing and just acting stupid, making a loud noise, smoking where I'm not supposed to be. The usual. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't believe in rules. I believe in the Bible. I believe in the Quran. I believe in the Torah. I believe in the Psalms of David. I don't believe in like rules. What kind of rules? I don't know. Like, I should not be loud. Okay, now this stuff preempts all of that. It's like 3 in the morning right now. I'm at the point where I'm thinking, I got to stay awake. I've been drinking coffee. I'm working on all kinds of stuff, guys. All kinds of stuff. All right, online, offline. You got to be busy. You got to stay busy. You have limited time. and you need to squeeze this thing, okay, you need to squeeze this thing hard, okay? You need to take care of things, and things will take care of you. It's like the guy in the Bible, okay? Jesus gives 3 guys money, peace be upon him. He goes away. Something like this. Or the master gives the servants money, he goes away. This is a parable of Christ, peace be upon him. Parables, right? Parables are everything. Stories are everything, right? So now, one guy like goes whoring and snorting coke and this usual bullshit, like drinking whatever the F you want to say. Some guy's like, yo, I buried your goddamn money here, and here it is. Both of those guys were cursed and told to get the hell out of there or something like this. Like, this is not, like, why'd you bury it? There's people out there who need this money, or you could have utilized it. This is called finance. This is called business. The guy who took the 3 coins, coppers, and turned them into 5, that guy was like, well done, good and noble servant. This is the real deal right here. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read the Bible. I'm not going to read the Bible. I'm not going to read the Bible. If you go into TD as a trained security guard, and I slapped the security guard and I disarmed some guy, and I had my guy jump over the fucking table with a fucking Glock imitation. That's what Jesus does in John. He goes into the temple. That's their place of business. That's the seat of their law. It's where they got birds and they've got money. He's tipping over tables with money. You think some guy's not going to try and attack this guy? He's got a whip. He whips these people. You're going to tell me that's not gangster? I'm sorry. Is that blasphemy? Just let me know if that's blasphemy. I'll stop. I don't want to talk like this and get in trouble. It's not my religion. I shouldn't be talking like this.